Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and today we want to look at thermometers. So what you should know is that a thermometer is an instrument that is used to measure temperature of a particular substance. It can measure temperature of a solid substance or a liquid substance. Now, thermometers are basically what we are going to look at are various types. We have a thermocouple, we have a liquid in gas thermometer. So now we want to look at the liquid in glass thermometer. Now, when you're talking about liquid in glass thermometer, we mean those thermometers that have liquid in them. And the common liquid that is found in these thermometers is ethanol or alcohol. That's a common liquid that is found there. So now, the very good example of a liquid in glass thermometer is a clinical thermometer. Now, when you look at a clinical thermometer has a bulb, has a constriction, which is a bend, then the capillary tube, very thin, then it has a stem and the safety chamber here. Now, what you should know is that all these things have functions that they play. For example, the range of a clinical thermometer, first of all, is short, 35 to 42. Why? Because it is meant to measure the temperature of a human body. And so it also has a constriction. A constriction, this one, for example, if the liquid flows this side, it should not go back until you get the reading. So a constriction prevents a backflow of the liquid. Then this capillary tube is usually thin. Why? To allow contraction and expansion of a liquid. Then the stem here, the stem is the one that enables us to see, and it is quite thin because it must be sensitive to temperature. Okay. Then we have a bulb which is a reservoir. It keeps the liquid. So for both a clinical thermometer and a laboratory thermometer, so this is a laboratory thermometer. A laboratory thermometer doesn't have a constriction, but it has the same parts like those for clinical, except that it doesn't have a constriction. So that's what you should know. Now remember, we said that alcohol or mercury can be used in thermometers, but mostly thermometers use mercury. Why? One, because mercury responds rapidly to changes in temperature, while alcohol, it is slow. Then the expansion in mercury is uniform, but in alcohol, it doesn't have a uniform expansion. A mercury does not stick to a glass, but alcohol does. It has a high boiling point, high freezing point. Now remember, these concepts are also applied when they ask you to say what is the difference in terms of the liquid that is used in thermometer between water and mercury. You give the same answers, comparing the same thing that we were doing here. So that's what you should know here. Now what you should know is that between alcohol and mercury, alcohol is poisonous, but mercury is poisonous, sorry, but alcohol is safe. And mercury is expensive, but alcohol is cheaper. Then it is visible, menismus, needs to be colored for it to be visible. That is alcohol. So this one is mostly colorless, but this one can be colored. Alcohol. That's what we should understand about these things. So we thank you for watching.